A- And welcome back, everybody, to an exciting episode of the TV show. I'm Jay Black, back in America again. I was in
Uh,
Florida for 2 weeks, and now I'm
That that
home in
is
the
that is the
States.
United States, Jay. I
It,
just want
you
to
know what,
point.
Rhea, that's a technicality. It might be in the Constitution that it's part of the United States,
Yes.
but culturally, there's a lot of differences.
Yeah.
That's Rhea Hughes, the lovely and talented Rhea Hughes, and of course, there's the retired Angelo Cataldi, relaxed and rested and ready to roll. As we talk about Angelo, one of our favorite things, which is, well, two of our favorite things, reality television and people messing up on a grand scale. Now, to set the stage on this, ABC recently scrapped a season of The Bachelorette. And when I say scrapped, I don't mean they were about to do production and said, we're going to stop. They had filmed the entire season at a cost with marketing of about $30 million, which is not insignificant money. When it was discovered that the star of The Bachelorette was involved in a domestic violence case. Now, they knew about the domestic violence case before they did the season, but the video was released and it was horrific. And they said, we can't do this. We're scrapping it. $30 million down the drain. And Angelo, number one, how does something like this happen? And number two, is this my personal belief is this is a result of all the cutbacks that they've been doing at every level
No,
because
no,
somebody somewhere should have figured this out. You disagree.
no. I disagree with this. Rhea and I lived this exact story.
Yeah.
I'll take you back 12 years to 2014. There are allegations that the great running back for the Ravens, Ray Rice, has had a domestic dispute with his girlfriend.
His
And
wife, or was she his
I was
fiance at the
like,
time? Then they got, I think, fiance. Then they got married. Yeah.
whatever. Here's the thing. So, um, Roger Goodell defending the honor of the NFL. They have zero tolerance for domestic abuse. Leveled Ray Rice with a 2-game suspension.
Too. That's crazy.
And we're on the air, Jay. And Rhea's always watching, seeing what's going on. And Rhea, what do you, right in the middle of his show, what do you say?
So, and just to set this up real quick, one more other thing. It was a preseason game, and Ray Rice got introduced, and the Baltimore Ravens fans feared him vociferously. It was so outrageous. So I always have, Andrew's right, I always have TVs on in my newsroom. And all of a sudden, they break in with this footage of TMZ of Ray Rice punching his girlfriend or fiance. And I run in during a break and I said, Ange, if this is true, this is bad on a level. Like the NFL can't run away from this
Yeah.
because once it's on, it goes from a he said, she said to video that you can watch. And within days, I don't think he ever played again. That
No,
was
it
it.
was a lifetime ban basically because you
Yeah.
saw a video of the brutalization of what he
Yeah.
had done. Even though they said they did it before,
Yeah.
until there's a video, you can weasel out of it. And the corporations that have all this money at stake, they're going to cover it up. They're going to walk away from it as far as they can until the public sees exactly what happened, at which point they're screwed. All right, they're screwed. And that's exactly what happened here. It wasn't about how many people they had. Jay, the corporation is always they're not going to risk 30 million if they could save the 30 million.
Right.
But when the video come out there, how are we going to put this woman out in front of the American public when we know she picked up this junk and threw it, actually hit her daughter during
Yeah.
this horrible tantrum that she did? No, she is no longer a marketable commodity. And at that point, they got to fall on the sword.
But
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 that's all it
Angelo,
is. It's people with no guts to look at the initial situation and say, do we really want to be associated with this crazy person?
but here's the thing, and Rhea, let me ask you this because Ray Rice, at the very least, you could say the guy was a talented running back. And
Mhm.
because of the way these things run, you want to have the best players on your team because that helps you win. This Taylor Frankie Paul, right? It's not like she's a shining star. It's not like she's an electric talent. How come somebody didn't do a background search, for $10 on Yahoo.com and go, she's got let's not do the one with the domestic violence lawsuit against her.
I can only think that they thought she was crazy enough that it would make the show interesting.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I think, because I'm assuming they run criminal background checks on all of these people.
Right.
So, and from what I've read about this information has been out there for what happened, a year ago?
Yeah, people
it's been
know.
out there. But in lieu, again, as Al Morgani ingrained it into me and Angelo's head, until it's on video, it did not happen in the minds of everybody, because people will just say, I don't believe him. How could that little woman attack a bigger guy? I don't believe it. Ray Rice is a great football player. Right. I don't believe he did this. And then you're presented with videotape and it's all over, because there's no disputing it then.
Jay, this is the bottom line on it. Whoever vetted this knew she did this. It was a matter of public record.
Yeah.
The vetting process did not include the video because it wasn't available until TMZ got it. And I want to say this about TMZ. God bless TMZ, because they get all this stuff by whatever means they use. I don't care. Probably that. But whatever it is, Jay, TMZ unmasks a lot of frauds by showing you the actual tape of what the allegations are. And this was not vettable. It was not. Yeah. It was just a case where ABC, being the weasels that they are, that tried to silence Jimmy Kimmel, we already know where they're coming from, that they basically thought this would be okay. And then they went, $30 million mistake. We got to take it off the air. And that's what happened.
By the way, TMZ, best news source in America right now.
I love TMZ.
If there's a nuclear war, I fully expect TMZ to have an interview with the missile before it hits.
There's no doubt. But, Jay, what's sad about this, so that they take a $30 million hit, right?
Yeah.
People will get fired for this because they don't have it in the budget to cover it. Right. Because it's not just 30 million, it's the advertising they were getting on top of the 30 million investment they already made. So there's going to be a lot of low-level people who will get fired, but the head guys will not.
Yeah, a lot of caterers are going to lose their jobs, but the executives won't. We're going to talk more about that later in just a moment. But Rhea, I want to stay with you because I know Clark is a big movie fan. Did he watch Project Hail Mary this weekend by any chance? Do you know?
Haven't seen it. He was a little busy this weekend, but we haven't seen it. But we absolutely love the trailer. Yeah, it's one of the best trailers. To me, like I remember a long time ago, was it Conspiracy with Mel Gibson? Where they basically
Conspiracy Theory, was that the name of it? Let me check it out.
They gave away the entire movie in the trailer, so there was no point to see it. When I got halfway through the movie, I'm like, I already see this. This trailer was so good. Clark and I looked at each other, and I'm like, "Do you want to go?" He's like, "Absolutely." And you know me, Jay, I'm not a sci-fi person
you're not
at all.
No,
I was completely drawn into it immediately. Probably because of Ryan Gosling. I love him. But the relationship with the alien, I was just like, I want to know more about it. So I'm excited about it.
So, Rhea, you are not the only one. $80 million worth of tickets were sold this weekend. It is the second highest grossing original movie of all time, meaning not a sequel or a franchise or anything like Oppenheimer's number one. This is number two now. Goes back to Angelo's good story, well told. I love the book. I read the book 4 times. That's how much I love the book. So I was there opening day with my son. It was, I'll talk more about it later. But I wanted to ask you, Ryan Gosling shepherded this project. He bought the rights of the book when it was still in galleys, kept it alive for 6 years, got Amazon to pony up $250 million for an original story, not a sequel or a franchise. And it looks like he has an absolute home run on his hands. My question is he now in the top 5 male movie stars in America right now? And who are your top 5?
Okay, so there's no... sorry, Ange. Sorry, you go first.
Go ahead. You go first. I don't mind.
No, Ryan Gosling, I've loved him since Remember the Titans. Ange, I don't even remember him in Remember the Titans.
Sure I do.
He was the guy... liability on the corner. He just did New Heights with Travis Kelce and Jason Kelce. And he goes, I've done a million movies. I've been nominated for awards. And when I run into fans, they go, now he's a liability on the corner. So he's just got a great personality. Here's where I'll transpose it with. He and his wife, and why am I blanking on her name? She's an amazing actress. Oh my God, she's phenomenal.
Let me find it.
You'll find it.
Eva Mendes.
Eva Mendes. So
not a bad wife to have.
Yeah, not a bad life. They're super private, and she chooses films every well and then. They got 2 kids, but he's got such charisma and personality. And then when he's not doing films, you don't hear from him. Yeah. So he just pops in and out. Ryan Reynolds and his wife. Ryan Reynolds had that a couple years ago. And then his wife completely train wrecked it. And now people look at those two as like kind of toxic. So I just think Ryan Gosling has that kind of it factor. I was trying to think of a couple other ones. Now I'm going to mention a British actor, which of course I am, but I think you guys will agree with me. Gary Oldman. I talk about him all the time in Slow Horses, but you go back to The Professional back in 1994. True Romance he was in. What are some of the other things? He was in Air Force, which is a cheesy movie, but it was fun. But he's just a tremendous actor who's still acting at an amazing high level today. I love him. Robert Downey Jr., I think everybody kind of thinks of him as the franchise Iron Man. But in Oppenheimer, he was tremendous in it. I believe. Did he win, Jay?
He won the Academy Award for it. Deservedly.
Won the Academy Award. Brad Pitt, whatever you think of him, he still is great on screen. I do love him. And I got to mention a couple of women. Meryl Streep, I think, is still. I can't wait to see The Devil Wears Prada 2. Devil Wears Prada, one of my all-time favorite movies. But she was great in Only Murders in the Building recently. Loved her in that. And Margot Robbie, I think, is terrific.
Very good. Good list. Angelo, what do you got?
All right, I'll give you my 5. Now, we're not doing it. I mean, Ullman is a great actor. Let's just talk about star power. The ability to open a movie the way that Gosling just did with Project Hail Mary. All right. I got him now all the way at number 2.
Wow.
Right? I moved him up to 2. 1, Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise. If Tom Cruise's name is on a movie, it makes $500 million.
It does. It doesn't do it for me, but I know what you're saying.
But he's a movie star. He's like a big star. I'm going to put Gosling 2nd, and I'm going to put Michael B. Jordan 3rd.
Oh, yes.
Michael B. Jordan is the best actor currently. He just won the Best Actor Award. He has had one big role after another. And of all of these guys, he's still pretty young. He's got the most potential to be at number 1 and to stay there a while. The rest of them, and I'm going to add 2 Rhea just said that I think are definitely in our top 10. Meryl Streep and Margot Robbie, for sure, right? Pedro Pascal, suddenly he's now. Brad Pitt, Rhea mentioned, very good. Tom Holland, even though he's currently in a lot of trouble. Timothy Chalamet, the opera and ballet thing. And Leonardo DiCaprio. Those are all movie stars. Names that if they're on the poster, they're going to sell tickets.
I love your list. I'm just going to add one that always, like, if he's in a movie, I'm there, and it's Denzel. I think Denzel. The only good part of Gladiator Part 2, which was a terrible movie, was Denzel gave a high wattage performance, and anytime he's in there, he says, "My man, I'm good. Yeah, my man, he's great." All right. Speaking of men that is not my man, I would say the opposite of my man, somebody that I actively hate, David Zaslav, Angelo, our old friend, the guy who bought HBO and Warner Brothers from his vantage point at Discovery, and recently sold Warner Brothers Discovery to Paramount for $187 quadrillion. It's reported he's going to get paid, and let me see if I have this right, $800 million for putting that deal together. $800 million. And what's funny is the new entity is probably going to go bankrupt because it's such a terrible decision to combine those two companies. Angelo, does he deserve the money? Does anybody deserve this money? And is it possible that the reason why so many people hate Hollywood is because we see people getting checks like this for doing nothing? No entertainment is made better by David Zaslav, is it?
I don't like your attitude. First of all, Jay, to be honest with you, I have decided to change my mind about David Zaslav.
Oh
The
no.
800 million convinced me. All
Oh,
right.
really?
Here's the real story. This guy was running Discovery Channel, and its only hit was Deadliest Catch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Now, go back and watch it. It's on Apple Plus. And it's a real basic show, a bunch of Alaskan crab fishermen who go out, and most of the show is they pull pots out of the ocean and you see if they caught a lot of crabs. That man is now a billionaire more than once. All right. That is one of the great American success stories of our life, because the years that he was in charge of HBO were the worst years of HBO's history. He has not demonstrated an actual ability to program beyond the Deadliest Catch, but he oversaw this mega business deal that not only, you said 147 quadrillion. I don't even know what the final number was, but he got almost a billion himself. I'm sorry, David, I've been wrong. You are a genius. I wish I was half as smart as you.
I wish somebody would put him in a pot. Rhea, what do you think about this?
So, Jay, you and I both have two sons who are about to, your son's going to go to college very soon. My son's close to, he wants to be a lawyer. I know all the lawyer jokes, but I'm going to tell him to change his major. I want colleges to develop a CEO major, just to become a CEO of any business, because all you have to do is get to CEO and then get your ass fired. And at the minimum, you're getting $50 million, maybe 100, maybe 400. The golden parachute that these guys get is 800 million is it's tragic when you think about it, because it's gonna break down to, Jay, as you mentioned in the email, people below them, are going to lose their jobs, but no one person deserves $800 million for something. I find it like just really hard to comprehend.
For making a phone call and saying, "Hey, do you want to buy our
Hey, Joe.
business?" You do? $800 million. Great, I'll take it.
Yeah.
All right, hold on, Jay. I want to put you to the test here, okay?
Yeah.
Because Rhea just used a term I really enjoy. I never benefited from a golden parachute, but I love the term. All right,
Yes.
Jay. If somebody offered you 800 million, would you give up stand-up comedy for the rest of your life?
I would give up stand-up comedy for $8,000. Just give me money. I'm not married to anything.
I thought it was in your blood. No,
It is, but
$1,000 is nothing.
you know what I need in my blood? Food. Give me money for stuff.
All right.
Yeah,
You're
no,
pathetic. You're sad.
I learned at the feet of Big Daddy Graham. Give me money and everything will be okay. And you know what? Even if you don't,
do you know anywhere around WIP who I talk to get the free stuff?
well, I'll tell you
Rhea
one
does
place.
voices now.
Yeah, there you go.
If there's one place you can go to if you don't have a lot of money and still great jewelry, it's our friends Steven Singer. Tell me about Steven Singer.
Well, one of the things, Jay, that made me change my mind about David Zaslav is I realized that people that are really successful in business deserve our respect. It's not easy. For everyone that succeeds, there's 100 that fail. And the fact is, Steven Singer, when he decided he was going to open a jewelry store, the other corner of 8th and Walnut, right on Jewelers Row, Center City, Philadelphia, he decided, I'm not going to do it the way the other people do. I'm not going to play any games. I'm going to offer a philosophy that will be comfortable for my customers. I'm going to tell them how much something is worth, and that's what it's worth. And I'm going to show them really good stuff, a great array of stuff, and I'm going to give them a fair price. And you know what? It works so well. He's one of the great success stories in jewelry. He's now got a second place in Newtown, and he did it the simplest way. Just do business in an honest and fair way, and you will succeed. Nobody knows this better than my friend Rhea Hughes.
Exactly. I've been dealing with Steven for like almost 30 years now. You go in there and we talk about it all the time. My son has been in there a couple times and I stay back and I watch how they deal with him, as a 16-year-old, almost 17-year-old. And he's like, this is what I can pay. This is what I have to pay. And that's what it deals with everybody. And I have some, I always like to show you something. These are gorgeous. I don't always show earrings. The Regal
Oh
earring.
man,
So
nice.
these are blue, and the price on there, it's around $800. But that's the thing is, you go on there, you know exactly how much something costs. Steven is not going to mess around with you. You go in, I saw this online. This is what I want to get. That's the price. There's no haggling. There's none of that. I hate Steven Singer.
Right. Newtown, other corner of 8th and Walnut. I hate stevensinger.com. He is the best.
Absolutely. There's a button right in the app. Press the button. Go buy jewelry. You can't miss, guys. All right, Rio. We were talking about British stuff last week, and that
Yeah.
there's a dearth of British programming right now.
Yes.
So we've expanded the scope a little bit to international, unless you
Yes.
found a British show. But what do you have for us this week?
Well, and so this is international because it's not British, but it's pretty darn close. It's Australian. Season 2 of Deadlock dropped this week. You
Huge.
guys know how much season 1 of Deadlock, one of the greatest shows I have ever watched, 8 episodes, 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Well, I will tell you, and just as how good it was.
Yep.
I got a text the other night from Les Bowen, because Les also likes British shows. He goes, season 2 dropped. I said, I'm already 3 episodes in. So, I'm texting with people about it. It is phenomenal. So it's Eddie and Collins. They're 2 female detectives. They solved a crime in the first one that was really crazy. It's a dark, wickedly funny comedy. Australians are just naturally funny people, okay?
Mhm.
And Ange, the main woman at Collins, I can't remember her name, but she's in your favorite prison movie.
Wentworth.
What's the one? Wentworth. Yeah, she's one of the actresses in there. She's the real tall woman with the curly hair. You know her.
Yeah.
So Collins and Eddie are now in Darwin, which is insanely hot part of Australia, and they get involved with murders that involve crocodiles, which brings the insanity to another level. And they've got in some new actors in it. It's only 6 episodes. So what I like about it is they tightened it up a little bit. My only complaint with season 1 was they could have tightened it up. They heard those complaints. It's 2 women, Kate and Kate. I can't remember the last names, who write it and produce it. They tightened it up. I have 1.5. I started to fall asleep last night while I was watching it, so I stopped it. 1.5 episodes. I have been binging it since it dropped. It is phenomenal. Deadlock season 2. You will not be disappointed. If you haven't seen season 1, watch it first. You will love it.
I'm on
Love
it.
that.
Where is it? Where can we see it, Rhea?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's on Prime. Prime.
Right. Perfect. I'm on that because I agree with you about Australia TV. Highly underrated.
Yeah.
Other good stuff too. I am proud to be able to say, Jay, that I have found one of the great shows of this year.
Wow.
And I am overwhelmed by how, in every way, it checks the boxes I like. It's called The Madison. It's another Taylor Sheridan show. It just dropped on Paramount Plus. It's 6 episodes. I have seen all of it. It is, simply put, I'm 75 years old. All right. I know I look 45, but I'm 75 years old. And here's the thing. All right.
Over.
I have never seen a movie or I've never seen a television show more beautiful to look at than The Madison. It is filmed in Montana. And already, it's only been out a week. Already, they have said there is a surge of real estate viewings in Montana,
Wow.
including people from New York, because it's based in New York and Montana. And so it's a picture postcard. You will be blown away by how beautiful it is. And then it features one of the greatest performance of her career and one of the greatest I've ever seen from Michelle Pfeiffer.
Wow.
Michelle Pfeiffer is in it. Kurt Russell is in it. The acting is brilliant. You know, is it Patrick J. Adams from Suits is in it. and I haven't seen him in a while. And it's 6 episodes. Now I'm going to give you, before we started this, I was running it by Rhea. And the thing is, I'm not going to sit here and lie. I can't sugarcoat this. It's a downer. All right. It's, there she goes. It's a lot of it is about grieving.
Right.
But it's beautiful. You don't understand. Even the beauty of grieving. It's just Taylor Sheridan, I had totally wrong. Jay, he tells a great story. He is brilliant at creating characters, and nobody, and you name nobody, does dialogue better than Taylor Sheridan. So I'm telling you right now, if you even kind of like The Landman, you are going to be blown away by how great The Madison is. Now, it's gotten mixed reviews, and I'm going to tell you why. Because look around you, right? Probably there's a stupid person on your left and a stupid person on your right. If one of them's not stupid, you are. Because 2 out of 3 people are dumbasses, all right? This is a great television show. I want feedback, particularly if you agree with me.
Well, yeah, click
By
that
the way,
fan mail button and
quick update, couple of things. DTF St. Louis is now about halfway through its season. Jason Bateman, holding up great. The Rooster, Steve Carell, I don't understand it's not good.
Ange, I love it. Are you kidding me? I've watched every episode.
Good. We should have a fight up. It's not that good.
I couldn't disagree with you more. I have a friend comes over on Monday and we have lunch and watch it together. We both love it.
We'll do a debate next week.
I hereby challenge you as a British correspondent.
Yes.
I don't ask. I demand that you watch the first episode of SNL UK.
Okay.
Hosted by Tina Fey. Because I watched it. I thought it was.
And I just want to point out, she's from Upper Darby.
I know she is, but she even makes fun of it. And all I'm going to say is, I think the cast of this show is better than anything they've had on SNL here in years. And I would like you to assess it for us, because I was very impressed with the first one. So check out SNL UK. It's now available on Peacock.
Very nice. And I want to just very quickly talk about Project Hail Mary. The flat thing, I'm just going to say, go see it. If you've seen the trailer like Rhea and you were pulled into it, it is a feel-good movie. It is a throwback to the kind of movies that Steven Spielberg used to make in the 70s and 80s. It's a Lord and Miller production, who you might know from Into the Spider-Verse or the 21 Jump Street reboot or Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. It is funny. It's heartwarming. It is adult without being, crass. But kids can watch it with you and enjoy themselves. The science in it is complicated in the book, but they managed to get it across very adroitly in the screenplay. It's feel good. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, go with your whole family and walk out going, that was really good. You haven't seen a movie like that. It isn't going to change your life. It's just going to make your afternoon good. It's a good movie. And you can see that now in theaters. 80 million other people agree with me. All right, Angelo, what we talking about this week?
Montana depressing or Project Hail Mary feel good? I know where I'm going.
What I was going to say. Feel good or feel bad? You have a choice this week. We all recommend, based on our conversation about what went on with Bachelorette, to check out TMZ.com all the time, because the next big story will probably break on that site. They have all the video. Check that out. In theaters right now is Project Hail Mary, highly recommended by Jay Black. Deadlock is available on Prime right now.
Season two.
Yeah. And I just want to say, if you want to see how David Zasloff became a billionaire, watch his original show, Deadliest Catch, on Apple Plus. You will also be highly impressed that he went from crab traps to $1 billion. But anyway, Paramount is where you could see The Madison. DTF St. Louis still really good at HBO Max. Rhea and I do not agree on Rooster. That's also at HBO Max. Not so great. And check out, before we talk about it, SNL UK, currently available on Peacock.
Nicely done. That man right there is Angelo Cataldi. His book Loud is available on all major platforms, including Amazon, Audible, and his website, angelocataldi.com. Rhea Hughes can be heard worldwide on the Odyssey app every morning on 94 WIP Talking Sports, or you can check out her wonderful Instagram, Rhea Hughes 94 WIP. I always forget there's no one in there, so it's
Nope, 94
tough.
WIP. I do a lot of cooking. I posted videos of Clark playing with the tennis team yesterday. He was not happy with me about that. I have a lot of fun stuff on there you might want to
And
check
you're
out.
doing some editing, Rhea. There's like some good editing on the site now.
You can teach an old dog new tricks.
You can check
Jay,
out
one
my
last thing. Jay, where can I find off-the-wall political views?
well, that would be my Instagram. Hello, Jay Black. If you like dirty liberals and their thoughts on how the world should work, please come visit me, Jay Black, for all your dirty liberal needs. For your jewelry needs, you can go to our great sponsor, Steven Singer. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back next week with more great TV content.